Hello everyone, I'm Amrita. Along with my teammates Pavni and Varshita, we have created an online event check-in application targeted mainly for Georgia State University personnel who still use manual check-in for students of upcoming session. Using this application, one can create event corresponding to the session, upload records for probable future students, and check in using our smart search option. I'll divide this video in two segments. In first, I'll show our application, and in second, I'll give a technical overview and our role in developing this project. So this is our home page where we create events. Only the event name field is mandatory, rest all are optional, but let me quickly fill in these details. Let me enter all the fields so that I can show you a little feature that I've added in our next page. I have given three options for the event type: academic, sports and cultural. Let me select the academics and click on submit. So we can see there is the event which we just created, that is fall 2021, with a background picture of the event type which we selected as academic. It will change according to the event type that we select in our home page. In the second tab, you can see there is another event which is fall 2020 as the name, but this is not open and the status is uploaded. That means the record has already been uploaded and the check-in is done. Since the event has already occurred, so we won't be able to do any event with this. If we even click with this event, no function is going to happen. Let us proceed with our current event, which is fall 2021. On clicking this event, a new model opens up. All these fields are not mandatory. We won't be saving these details in database. Over here we have an option to upload an Excel or CSV file. This file consists of dummy records for students. So once we upload it and click on submit event info, we can see all the records which were there in the Excel gets displayed over here, and at the same time in the backend it gets stored in the database that we are creating. So let me quickly go through the search option, showing you the smart search functionality. So just by entering 3 letters and clicking on any of the filter, we can use this smart search option. Clicking on this toggle button for checked in status, it will directly update our database. If we delete these letters in the search box, the entire records gets displayed all over again. So let me type it once again with the first name. And again with the Panther ID. I'll be entering only the last 3 digits of the Panther ID. You can try with the first 3 or any 3 as well. But since the first part of the Panther ID is similar for all of the records, so I'm trying with something unique, which is the last 3 options. Okay. So we have checked in 3 records. We'll click on the completed check-in button. This is the page where the options for downloading all the records are here. Clicking on the first option will download the file with all of the records irrespective of the checked in status. You can see the file which is getting downloaded has the current event name. Opening the file, you can see all the 14 records are here, including the checked in process, which includes both of them as true and false. this option will download the records with checked in status as true. So as per our event, it should be 3. So only those 3 records are here which we checked in. And the same goes over here. These are for all the non-checked in students. Yes. So you can see all the checked in status as false. So let me quickly show you the database that gets created while we create the event in our UI. This is the MongoDB Atlas that we are using. So you can see we have created the fall 2021 event, which is over here, and all the records that we uploaded through the Excel file are inserted over here as well. So let me come to the second part of my video, in which I'll talk about the technical stuff. We have used React, Node.js with Express Framework and MongoDB to complete this project. React has been used to create a lightweight and single page front-end application that we just saw. We have used React Router DOM and Browser Router to navigate between different pages like Home, Events Check-in, and Download without refreshing the browser. The whole application has been divided into different components, and to pass information between them, props.location has been utilized. For the search component, we have used a temporary state object which is rendered when any filter matches the search string. That is the string which we enter in the search box. Axios has been used to make different API calls to the Node.js server. We have used Node.js for server side. As I have mentioned, Express Framework has been used to create an instance of the Node server. Express also exposes different API routes like the events, uploads, event check-in, the downloads, and also makes the Node.js listen at port 8000. We are using MongoDB Atlas, which provides a cloud instance of the DB. From the MongoDB Atlas, we have retrieved user key and secret key to maintain server access. Node.js uses a package called MongoDB and its client method to connect to the DB by passing these keys. So this was just a technical overview. Varshita and myself have worked mostly on the React and the API part and integrating them. And our third teammate, which is Pavni, she worked mostly on the database connectivity with Node.js. Although we majorly worked on this particular genre, but we didn't limit ourselves only to these roles, but we have catered to the issues that we have faced while developing these projects together. Hope you liked our project, and thank you.